This video should be very, very inspiring for guys watching who have maybe never done something like this. Now, I posted a story on my Instagram a few days ago asking guys if they had ever been with 3 to 4 girls in the same week. And the options were yes, no, wouldn't know where to start, and didn't think it was possible. Believe it or not, it's possible. It's very possible to get with 3 to 4 girls in a week. It's very possible to get with a girl 10 minutes after talking to her, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, but it's possible. So to simplify what actually happened, we will focus on the 4 main things that I did. 1, I opened in an unconventional way. 2, I humanized her. 3, I masculinely led and gradually ramped up physicality. And 4, I told her we should get out of here for a bit. I'll show you what I can from what I was able to record, since I didn't go out intending to record anything. This kind of happened while I was working with the client actually, but I will throw in some footage of the interaction, what I have of it anyway, and what I can show on YouTube. Step 1, I opened in an unconventional way. I was standing talking to my client who I was working with, helping him talk to girls, and I was trying to demonstrate that the first thing you say to a girl never has to be perfect. It doesn't have to be thought out in some elaborate equation. You just have to get her attention. A very attractive, possibly Persian girl in black leather shorts walked by me, and I saw her a bit late, but when I saw her, I literally said, breath mint, with a thing of icebreakers. I offered my hand, and it was just icebreakers. I said, breath mint. She kept walking, so it seemed like it was gonna be a rejection, but she took about 2 steps and then she doubled back. And then she said, who, me? Yeah, I'll take one. Why does my breath stink? Which leads me to number 2. I humanized her. I told her, yeah, your breath probably stinks. Step 2 quickly leads to step 3, which is I masculinely led and gradually ramped up the physicality. So in answering her question, I said, yeah, your breath probably stinks, but then I led and made it more physical by saying, come over here and let me see how bad your breath smells. So the girl went from walking away from us to now being close enough to my face and blowing in my face softly while I smelled her breath, and thankfully it did not stink. At this point, I already know I'm able to kiss the girl if I want to, because she's already this close to me. She's given me way too much investment. She's way too physically comfortable for it to go any other way, unless I'm a guy who is uncomfortable being masculine, who doesn't recognize that the body language is telling me what I can have from her, or a guy who's just too eager to get to the finish line. If I'm one of those guys, this could go another way. So she's blowing in my face, and I tell her her breath actually smells really good, so she doesn't get to have a breath mint. But I then say, you have really sexy lips. Again, this is me ramping up physicality in the moment. She replies, oh my God, thank you. I bought them. Remember guys, I live in LA, so this is probably more common than you think, and I don't know where you're from, but I was taken aback. I said, what, you bought them? I was confused. So she keeps explaining that she got lip fillers and she really likes how they came out and likes how they feel. And then I say, how much did you pay for them? Actually, I don't care. Show me what they feel like. After I say that, she puckers up her lips as if she's saying, come find out how they feel. And remember, she's already gotten this close to my face before when she was blowing in my face to prove her breath didn't stink. So this face-to-face range for us is not new territory, even though it happened only a couple of minutes ago. We've already been here, so she's comfortable with that. What happens next is I give her a quick kiss, a little quick peck, and then I say how good they feel. And then I ask her, well, what else did you pay for? And I look down and I look at her butt. And she turns around and says her butt is real, and she essentially bends over and starts to twerk on me, telling me to feel it. And she's very insistent, but I'm telling her, no, I don't want to feel it like that. Nope, turn around, turn back around, look at me. I don't want to feel it like that. So I told her to give me a proper kiss and I'll feel it that way if it comes out naturally. I then said, pretend we're gonna get married, and I had my client do the whole you may kiss the bride part, and we made out for a while. And then I felt on it. And this scenario really got her turned on really quickly. So now we're just hugging, kissing here and there, kind of like slow dancing and talking, but the physicality is just getting more and more crazy, more intense. So I pull back a little bit, and then step 4. Step 4 is I told her we should get out of here for a bit. Physically, she was for sure ready to go somewhere else and have some fun, but girls will rarely, if ever, just say yes without any kind of objection because they don't want to look like they're easy. She talked about her friends being inside at the bar somewhere, and she asked where we would go and said how long we would be gone. So as a guy, you have to have answers for all these things. They're not rejections, they're objections or complications. I eventually just took her hand after answering all of her questions and making her feel comfortable. I took her hand and I led her out of the place and she followed me. Eventually, I think I gave her a piggyback ride after holding her hand for a little bit, which is a big physical step up from holding hands. I mean, think about it. She's on your back, her legs are spread around you, she's hugging you, her face is near your neck. Like that versus holding hands, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? Big, easy win if you can give a girl a piggyback ride as you're taking her to another location. I don't think I can say what happened, but we're grown here, we know what happened. We just went to the car for like 20 to 30 minutes, hung out because she did want to get back to her friends. Then we came back to the same spot we met at and went on about our lives. We said hi once or twice after we, came back to the venue and saw each other, but isn't that wild for some of you to think that the people you're walking amongst and talking about basketball to and with possibly just hooked up in the car 20 minutes ago? Isn't that crazy? A little wild, huh? Anyway, if you were interested in learning how to do things like this, if you're interested in improving your dating life, if you have never made out with a girl, if you want to go from dating one girl a month to 2 to 3 to 4 girls in a week, DM me the word mentorship on Instagram and we will get started talking to you about your situation, seeing if we're a good fit. We can get you started to, improve your dating life and get what you really want and deserve. All right, see you next video.